that's kind of loud. Alright, how does this sound? Alright, how does this sound? Oh, good! Alright, I'll be back in about 2 minutes, let's say. Oh, good. Alright, I'll be back in about 2 minutes, let's say. Oh, good. Alright, I'll be back in. Alright, just be right back. Hello, hello, hello. Alright, so, okay, that looks good. What if I slid you up a little bit, and then I tried to bring you up? Bring you around here. No, you're not gonna make it, are you? Alright, hold on. Are you gonna sit? Yeah, the cord's not long enough. No. Alright, you're just gonna have to sit here. That's gonna have to be good enough. Okay. So, a couple thoughts as we start getting in here. I haven't played Phantasy Star 3 in like a month because we actually had 2 streams get canceled in a row on Tuesdays. We had one was the 1-day Amazon strike. Then the next time was oh crap, what was it? It was the there's a real bad storm in the area. And there's a lot of lightning and whatnot. So we ended up canceling that night. And then last week was the week-long Amazon strike. So it's been a little while. And I have to be honest, I don't remember what I was doing in this game at all. So we're just going to kind of wing it. I know we have to go back to Aquatica, but I don't really remember. Like, that's not this town. And so, oh, we gotta heal up everybody too. I know we did the weather, thing. Northeast Cavern. Refer above if you need help with that dungeon. Northeast Cavern. Alright, so there's a Northeast Cavern. Oh, yeah, alright, right, that makes sense. Okay. I apologize for this, but I haven't really thought about this game that much since then, which is maybe to its detriment. Maybe. And we have, like, no money. Shout out to the Video Game Advisor account on Twitter for retweeting my helpful video game advice from this game. I wasn't the in person. It was it this one? No, it wasn't her either. All right, so let me see what kind of items we have. Oh, we got some antidotes. We got some monomates. How's Mia doing? She's got some she's got a whole ton of dimates. Okay, so maybe we don't have to. We can just kind of go. Cool. Let me actually try. How's that look? Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, that's way better. Okay. Cool. Alright, let's get out of this town. So apparently, speaking of Phantasy Star, apparently there is a new Phantasy Star game that's coming out for mobile. I just saw this earlier today. I didn't click on the link, but it sounded like it was a mobile game, which, okay, sure. I don't really play games on my phone. Alright, so we have to go northeast. Yeah, there's a cave up, that's right. We're getting nearer to the end of the first generation. I'd like to get that done pretty soon. And we got a nice little crew here now. Of Lyle, Ren, Mew, and Reese. Oh, Sarah's hosting. Thank you for the host. Yeah, here's the cave. Okay. These boards are very small. I remember them being much larger. So, I don't know. That was Ren. Alright, so we gotta go back across. Oh, these tunnels are annoying. But now that we got a full crew of 4, it should be better. Probably. I hope, at least. This game's been pretty rough so far, in that regard. You know, we only got 2 people. It's pretty tough. I'm not sure how you get through. Oh, you gotta go around. Okay. Yeah, they certainly make this tough. I mean, sure, there's save states, but that's about it. And you can't really carry all that many items. Really, which kind of adds to the frustration. Yeah, this game's very ambitious in its, you know, depth and challenge, but it doesn't really give you the tools. You know, I don't think, at least. You know, playing it now. You suppress the monsters. Yeah, let's get out of there. And as I said on a previous stream, I did beat this game back then. Not until a couple of years later. Just in the mid-90s. I beat it. Those things never go down in one shot. Yeah, it was a little later, but it did go through it. But the thing that is definitely the most frustrating, and it's not just in this game, just generally in the era, is random encounters. Especially since we were playing Shadows of Adam last night for a little while. We got a late start because I had some stream issues that I'd never streamed from Steam, and so I had to figure out some stuff that's kind of Steam specific, I guess. And I got it to work fine, but it took a little while. I mean, the one good thing about wandering around in here is, boy oh boy, do you grind. And apologies, my air conditioner's running in the background. You can probably hear it, the hum. Alright, so not this way. Yeah, I really wish you could turn off random encounters. You know, we've been playing Final Fantasy 9 with random encounters turned off, and that has been alright, so I guess you gotta go up further to go around. We're clearing house on these enemies, though, so it's not a big deal that we're a little lost. I forget exactly where we were supposed to go. The last time I went through here, it was pretty tough. Because I think it was still just Reese and Mew. I think so, at least. Alright, so let's try to go all the way across here, and we're gonna run into dead end. Okay. There's gotta be a way around. One of the big problems for this game, too, is looking around online. Most of the maps aren't marked that I found online. Like, there's old fan sites from, you know, man, probably the one looks like it's from the 90s. Nothing's marked. Like, they got nice maps that look good, but nothing's marked on them, so you know, it's kind of hard to make heads or tails of stuff, which is, I'd say, frustrating. There was a guide, but I'm pretty sure I owned it. I think I said I owned it. It sounds familiar. I'd have to look online. I did pick up for the podcast recently. Let me see, where did I put it? Is it around here anywhere? I don't know where I put it. No, oh well. It's around here somewhere. But I picked up the Nintendo Power Index because that's, you know, you've probably heard on the episodes I always try to mention games that we're referencing, and I'm gonna start, now that we're doing more non-Nintendo games, I'm gonna start doing that more with other magazines like Game Pro and stuff like that. But Nintendo, I guess these were official releases, these indexes, and I picked up one of them on eBay the other day, real cheap. I think it was under $10. And so that was pretty cool. Actually, speaking of eBay, I'm gonna be selling a whole ton of stuff later in the summer. Hopefully before the school year starts. In the process of going through a couple a day, taking pictures and organizing it all and writing up descriptions real quick. Oh, here's a chest that we never got. Interesting. It's gonna be video games, mostly PS4, but there might be some stuff before that. Toys, a lot of toys. I want to get rid of a lot of stuff I've accumulated in the last like 5 years. So Funko stuff, Disney Infinity stuff, that I just kind of accumulated because I don't know, I just kind of kept buying stuff at one point. And some stuff's still sealed. I got some Star Wars toys that are still sealed. I don't know if they're really worth anything, if new stuff is really, you know, it's so mass produced. But I've got some of that. I've got some shirts, some DVDs, just a lot of stuff that when I moved, and that's been, oh geez, over 2 months now. I was going through it all and realized, hey, I'd like to get rid of a lot of this. If I could. And with a lot of the games, it's a matter of... I'm trying my best this generation to go all digital, if I can. Alright, can't get over there. But can I go this way? Looks like I can. So stay tuned for that. I'm doing 5 a day. Like I said, I'm taking pictures. And then I'm writing up a quick description for it. And then I'm gonna get them all drafted. Yeah, this is probably the way out. And then put them all up on the same night. Probably on a, I think I'll have them end on a, yeah, here we are. I'll end on a Sunday. I think. Probably. So that should be cool. Oh, wait, where are we? Is this the Aquatica? Oh, yeah, that's right, all the snow's gone. Right. Okay. This is Rise. Oh, yeah, okay, this is where we needed to go. We gotta get on a boat. Oh, I guess I gotta go find the boat again. Feel free to use my boat. Okay. I guess we gotta go outside to find that. Dark Force. What kind of force is he? He's a Dark Force. It's like I'm starting to rewatch our Final Fantasy IX streams for the podcast. You know, starting to take notes off them, get them uploaded to YouTube, and at the beginning, when we go into the ice cavern, we're just in the evil forest, you know, where oh, what's his name? Gets petrified. Blank gets petrified, and it's like, oh wow, the evil forest where everything's evil. And then you go to the ice cavern, and I remark, oh wow, the ice cavern's really icy. I think everybody's okay. And we're poisoned, right? Yeah. Alright, let's just keep going. Hey, Mr. Starbird. Yeah, actually, I've been playing this now for, a bunch of, Tuesdays. Oh, there's the boat. A bunch of Tuesdays. We haven't played in a couple of weeks, but we're getting back into it. I'm near the end of Generation 1. You know, I was just a little lost, but I figured out where I was eventually. Here, let me turn off my air conditioning. Hold on. And this was one of my favorite games. You know, back then, I really liked Phantasy Star 3. Yeah, it is very easy. Even with, I've got a guide that I printed, and it's still a couple of streams ago. I got significantly lost in one of the caves, and it was really, really frustrating because the guide was kind of vague about what they meant. Like, there was a lot of like, their terminology was never consistent. They'd say go up, and then they'd say go north, and then they'd say go west, and then they'd say go left. And there was a couple places where it was kind of tell. I did get the guide on GameFAQs. One of them was from GameFAQs. Alright, so we're going into this town. Is this the right one? Our land, I go, Battles, Shoshoran, Leia's land. Yep, this is where we're supposed to be. Alright, so talk to people, learn about the war. We gotta get some weapons. Oh, really? It's yours? Oh, man. Yeah, it's a great guide otherwise, but, yeah, it kind of trips me up, when I'm in, dungeons. Like, when I was just coming back to Aquatica, there's a couple spots where, yeah, like I was saying, it's like left and west are interchanged, and it trips me up. I have real bad ADD, and that just, like, really messes me up, man. But thanks for the guide, though. It's really good anyway. You know, it's very thorough. What I really like about it, you know, I'm staring right at it right now, is the recommended levels. That's been super helpful, you know, for a game like this. In fact, you know, recommend levels, yeah, it looked like it was from a while ago, for sure. Yeah, a lot of those old GameFAQs guides, I was just, what was I just playing? I was playing Mega Man 6, and the guide I was using was from, I think it was like 2099, something like that. It's really old. So we're supposed to be Reese 14, Mew 14, Ren 9, and Lyle 1. Oh wow, cool. We're perfect. We're perfectly there. I never quite wrote a guide. I started one for, what was it? The original Final Fantasy. At one point when I was in college, and that was like, you know, 15 years ago too. Actually, this was probably a little more than that. This was probably about 2000, 2001, something like that. I started making a guide. I was gonna take the Nintendo Power guide that I had extensively written notes in over the years. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's recommended levels in this one, telling you, you know, when you get to each town, it tells you, you know, what level you should be at, which is super helpful. But yeah, the Nintendo one, I'd written so many notes in it that I was gonna actually write up a guide, and I started and then just got distracted doing a bunch of other stuff. I'm looking for equipment. But that was really my only yeah, writing guides can be tricky. Yeah, I kind of really quickly realized I was a bit in over my head trying to do it, for sure. Yeah, this is the armor guy, yeah. Okay, so let me get a pen so I can mark. Oh yeah, if you're mining everything yourself, for sure, that's really tough. Yeah, I at least had the Nintendo Player's Guide to go off of, and in my own notes, because some of the stuff in that guide for Final Fantasy wasn't... I mean, it wasn't that it was wrong. Well, in a couple places it was, but there was... their suggestions, particularly for spells and things like that to buy, weren't... they weren't the most sound advice, I guess. Alright, so we need to get a steel vest for Miu. And she can't carry any more items. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let's give Lyle one. Yeah, definitely. I've talked about that on the podcast a bit. We're gonna be doing an episode at some point about Final Fantasy IX, which we're gonna wrap up on Thursday, and that's gonna be one of the big points that I make about that game, is that I play that game considerably different now than I did back then. Alright, that upped her, yeah, speedrunners, are pretty wild. Do I have enough money for anything else yet? Steel helm and steel gear, so we need... Let's see, 200, we need about 500, so alright, we gotta go grind a little bit. I was just watching a speed run of, oh, actually, we could sell some stuff. Yeah, because Miu, if she's got... Okay, so the yellow is what she's actually wearing. Okay, so we can get rid of the hunting vest. And... I was actually just watching a speed run for another game that we're going to be doing a podcast about soon, which is Deadly Towers, because that game just boggles my mind. And I watched somebody go through that game in like 40 minutes, and I just could not believe what I was watching. It was pretty amazing. That's a game that really mystifies me. Oh, Reese has got too many items, too. I forget who, but that name sounds familiar. Yeah, that game is pretty brutal. When I was a kid, that game just totally frustrated me. To the point where that was the first game that I actually drew a map for. Because it just made me so mad. Because, you know, somewhere in that game, there's a pretty decent game. I just have no idea where it is. And it's so frustrating. Alright, I made her defense go up a little bit there from Reese. That's good. Alright, let's try to solve some stuff. It's so frustrating now. You have to go back to the beginning of the map, or the menu, rather. Okay. Yes, we did an episode about Legacy of the Wizard, probably about 3 or 4 months ago. Yeah, that's a really brutal game. That's another Broderbund game as well, like Deadly Towers. And yeah, Legacy of the Wizard is extraordinarily difficult, and you know, in the context of it being kind of an early, what would be known as like a Metroidvania game, like it makes sense now to me, but it's very frustrating. But yeah, about this time last summer, I was playing around in that game for a couple weeks. Alright, so we need a steel gear. Let's actually see how much that is, but we didn't have enough, I don't think, for Ren. Steel gear, 280. Okay, let's try to sell some more. Yeah, Ren probably doesn't have anything for sale, yeah. Okay, alright, we gotta go grind for a couple minutes. Oh, wow, there's a randomizer Legacy of the Wizard. Yeah, that's probably pretty cool. I'd love to play stuff like that a little more. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to get on the boat. Yeah, well, that's, you know, any of those games are, you know, in theory, straightforward once you kind of figure out the maddening parts of it. Like Deadly Towers is an example of that, too. You know, if you figure it out and you kind of take the time to do that, you know, sure, it makes sense. You know, there's plenty of games like that. Especially back then. Whoa, what are those things? We surprised them, so let's get out of here. Actually, let's heal up. Yeah, when I streamed Deadly Towers a couple months ago, yeah, it was definitely thumb murdering. Hit detection in that game is really, really poor. And it really drove me up the wall. Alright, let's go in and let's go to the inn real quick before we fight, if there's going to be a lot of stuff. Move it. Oh, wow. Yeah, Alpha on the Master System. I don't even think I've ever played that. Yeah, unfortunately this year I've streamed a couple games that had really bad hit detection. Deadly Towers was one of them. Another one was Castlevania Dracula X. Is another game that has just really, really bad hit detection. Makes the game very hard to play. Where's the inn? Oh, here it is. Let me just save real quick. Yeah, see, we hadn't played since June. I'd like to play more Master System games. There's that really good podcast, Master System Masterpieces. That... Oh no, I went on the boat again. If you get close to it, you go right on it. That's so annoying. That podcast is really good, and they cover some Master System stuff. You know, a lot of games that I've never even heard of. And of course, there's Greg Stewart's Generation 16 series that I really like. Greg will stream tonight. He streams at 9:30, I think. Hey, thanks for the follow, Mr. Starbird. I appreciate it. So what I say, 250 we needed? Oh yeah, that's right. It doesn't tell you how much money you have. Yeah, it's so annoying on the menu that it doesn't tell you that. Oh, it's so frustrating. And so we have like a pink-haired lotus goddess. Almost like a drawing from the Bhagavad Gita. Hey, thanks, Mr. Starbird. Yeah, thanks for dropping by, and thanks for the follow, man. You know, so we do, we stream, at least in the summer, Monday through Thursday. Monday night is Shadows of Adam. We just started that last night. Tuesday is Phantasy Star. Wednesday is a retro game of my choice. Tomorrow we're going to be doing Super Mario Brothers, the OG one. And then Thursday night, we're wrapping up Final Fantasy IX. And then I'm not sure what we're going to do next. I think it's going to be Suikoden 2, but it might be something else. I got to get my PS3 set up for streaming. So, you know, thanks for dropping by. I really appreciate it. And I'll be streaming for another, I usually stream till about 8:30. Alright, let's see. Let's see if we've got enough. What are we buying this for? Steel gear, 280. Oh, 289. Very nice. Wow, defense went up 16. Very cool. Actually, yeah, let's look at every stats. Oh, it's everyone's speed. 39. Ren's slow. The Mew's 38. Nice. Lyle, 42. Whoa. Excellent. That's very cool. So that's awesome. New viewers, new followers. Okay, so now head outside and head north into the next towns. And you can get more. Oh, wow. You gotta get a lot of equipment here. But it's for another party member. Okay. Alright, 804. Unfortunately, we're gonna be doing this for a while. Oh, Forbes deleted that op-ed arguing that Amazon should replace libraries. Jeez. That's actually just in my town library. Oh, different music. I was just in my town library on Sunday. And they have a pretty big video game section. And they were looking for donations, so I think I might try to put something together at work. That would be pretty cool. I used to do a book drive years ago. Not for that library, for some other ones. And I'd be happy to get back into that. Okay, so we need a... Oh, we need weapons too. Okay. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying about a lot of money. Okay. Well, that sucks. Alright, we'll do this for a little while on the stream, and then, you know, it's kind of boring to grind. But I like this guide, is very forward-thinking. That's also a really cool thing in it, too. That it always kind of thinks ahead a little bit. Good place to train. Oh wait, here's something in the guide. Good place to train is the next dungeon, which you can enter from the fountain in this town. Run around fighting monsters near the stairs. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, let's give it a try. Why not? Oh, what was that? Fountain was over here. I like how Lyle's ponytail bobs up and down like that. Oh yeah, okay. Cool. Alright, so it is 8:07 on my phone on the clock sitting next to my PlayStation. It says 8:08. Yeah, we'll do this for a little while. Sure. Why not? Whoa, that took a lot of HP. But yeah, if we just kind of chill here and do it, then we can go out. Go back to the inn, and then come back in. Okay, cool. Yeah, that works. And I'll just have to, before the next stream, I'll go in and make sure I finish it. I love the color scheme. In this level. Looks cool. Oh, y'all like my my new Retronaut shirt. This just came in the mail the other day. I now have 3 Retronaut shirts, I think. Yeah, check out these colors. I like the green. I wonder, as I always wonder in games like this, if there's like a Hall of Giants kind of place that you can level up in, like in Final Fantasy. Actually, there's 2 places in Final Fantasy you can level up like that. Above the town that's taken over by pirates, there's a place to go to. Or below. Actually, no, I guess it's to the east, sort of. There's a bug in the game where you get the enemies from the other continent in a couple of game blocks. And there's a decent chance they're gonna like totally wreck you. But if they don't, you can gain a ton of gil, HP. You know, everything, basically. Which is cool. Whoa, that took up a lot of points. That's the second time he's done that. Yes, look at that. Jeez. I don't like this different music. Alright, so what are we doing here? New equipment to get from this town. Serum shot, steel staff, steel sword, steel claw, steel cape. They're all for our next party member. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to play this for a while off stream Yeah, whoa, this is a lot of money. Okay. And that's actually good, because that'll be a lot of grinding to level up, and then we probably won't have to do that again for a while. Hopefully. Although we're coming up on the end of this generation, but a couple of these characters carry over with you. So... yeah. Alright, let's run around here for a couple minutes. Then we'll wrap up for the night. Yeah, everything looks good on the stream. And, yeah, last night we had an issue that I was able to fix. I never really properly streamed from Steam before, and I was getting no sound. And I figured out how to do it. I had to add a audio input. Or audio output, rather. In the OBS software, and then it worked. I still wasn't getting sound on my laptop that I could hear. I didn't figure out how to do that yet, but we're already like 20 minutes past, when we were supposed to start, so I was just like, whatever. We can figure that out later. Oh, we gotta... Mew needs some heals. I forget which one of these is the heal. Yeah, it's that one. Okay. Actually, we haven't saved in a while. Let's not get screwed by that. We already had that happen once. I lost like 20 minutes of gameplay. But tomorrow night we'll be streaming Super Mario Brothers. Because we're gonna have a new podcast out next week on that game. And that was another game I was playing this time last year. I was playing Red After Dinner. I was playing for a little while every night. Just kind of going through a couple of levels. Until I got to the end. That was another game, actually, I never finished until later. Probably 93, 94. Because I would get, like, frustrated with it. And because it's not like you could save. I didn't like it as much as... I mean, now, you know, it's an absolute masterpiece, of course, but... I like 2 and especially 3 more. And, you know, of course, Mario World. Yeah, if anything, you know, even if we're not buying stuff for people, this is good grinding. If we follow this guide, we won't have to worry about having to do that for a while. Oh, crap. Yeah, these guys, that one on the left there that's like, I guess blue? Is that blue, I guess? Those dudes pack a punch. Alright, so we know that at least now. Oh, man. These oh, whoa! Crap. Okay. Well, that's not good. Oh, these random encounters every couple steps, like, totally sucks. And it takes a couple people to take them down, too. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. If we can get that guy down, then the brown, orange, he goes down quick. Yeah. Come on, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Shit. Yeah, we strayed too far away. Whoa! 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 Oh, dude! We can just reload, though. Watch. Only lost a couple minutes. So let's go back. Actually, let's heal. All right, so we're learning though. Oh, he's poisoned. Crap. Do an antidote. You do. That totally sucks that they let you waste stuff. So that's been a cool thing in when we've been playing Final Fantasy IX. Does not let you waste things, because there was something that happened, some kind of status effect on what I guess it was Dagger, and none of my items worked on it, and that was a thought I had, was that I'm glad this game just like stops you from wasting stuff instead of just kind of letting you, use up something because you're not sure. And that game actually doesn't really tell you what each one does all that well. Alright, come on, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. There we go. Alright, so I'll do some grinding before next week. I'd like to, before... Here, let's save too. I'd like to get at least the first generation done before the summer ends. We're almost there. We got a couple more pages. We're about to hit like a lot of plot stuff too. So, I'd like to get that done because once we get back to the fall, late August, yeah, don't get into this argument with me like my mother does, where she's like, okay, it's 95 degrees out. How is the fall semester beginning? Or in January, why is this the spring semester? There's a foot of snow on the ground. we're going to go back to just Monday, Wednesday, because I'm just not going to have time on just kind of the way my schedule is. Tuesdays and Thursdays aren't going to work. So, it will be, Monday and Wednesday like we were during the school year. And then Sundays, we're going to probably move some of the stuff over to Sunday afternoons, which should be cool. And I'd like to get the first generation done, at least by the time we have to do that. And we're gonna move some stuff around. I think retro. What did I write down on my wall board? So Monday is probably gonna be, starting in September, is gonna be our RPG night. Oh yeah, we've been playing Phantasy 9. We'll play something else. And then Wednesday will be retro game night. Yeah, I've got a whole ton of ideas for that. Greg Stewart was just playing Fexanadu. Fexanadu? Is that how you pronounce that? I'd like to do a stream of that. I kind of forgotten about that game. And, in September we'll move some of the Tuesday, the Sega PSG, Sega RPG stuff to another day in the week, but we're not gonna, but that's not till September. So, alright, wrapping up. Oh, we got some new viewers. Hi. We're just wrapping up the stream. So, as always, check out the stuff on the overlay, draffields.net. DraftFeelsPod is your username for a whole bunch of places. Twitch, Twitter, Patreon. Check out our Extra Life page. We're going to start hyping that up a little more. Coming up soon. And tomorrow night we'll be back streaming Super Mario Brothers. I'm not sure if we're going to play the NES version or the Super Nintendo version yet. I'm thinking about it. And then Thursday night, we're going to play Final Fantasy 9. We're going to wrap that up. We're 2 battles away from the end. And so we'll finish that up. And then I'm not sure what... Thursday has been PS1 RPG night. I'm not sure what we're going to play next. I've narrowed it down to a couple of RPGs, and there'll be an announcement forthcoming. And then on Mondays, we started last night streaming Shadows of Adam, which is a pretty cool new game. Mondays has been new game night. It's a pretty cool RPG. And we got about an hour into it. So, good stuff. Thanks to new followers, new friends. I got added by someone yesterday too. So, new podcast coming out next week on Super Mario Brothers. It's done. It's recorded. I just haven't had a chance to edit it. It's a little longer, so the editing process is taking up some time. And Audacity crashed on me the other day, so I kind of gave up. But we'll get that out by 8/1 when it's supposed to come out. And trying to think of anything else. Go to username Super Sarah with 3 A's at the end. She'll be streaming tonight, I'm sure, pretty soon, probably. And friend of the show, Greg Stewart, will be streaming too, I'm sure, in a little bit. So go check those out. And there's some others, some other people that I follow. I was hosting, RPG.com earlier. They're playing, I think, Lunar. Lunar's another game we gotta play. So, cool. Alright, good stream tonight. We made some progress in Phantasy Star. So, okay, see you tomorrow night for Super Mario Brothers. Alright, talk soon.